but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't always for real. Country boy, tryna give me your meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying fresh today, I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Get them in their hometown, I ain't here now one song. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about it, that's what really.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Tony here. Boy, what an excellent reception. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Love. That's caught by the rookie Jaden Reed. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The Packers at 9-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Love looking to throw it. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. In motion right, Dobbs. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes will try again on second down. That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Dobbs, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On first down, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Love. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 66 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Love going to give this one to Jones. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Throwing. Love. A check down here to Jones. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go bootleg. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Love. Hard throw, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the move to his left. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just come right through them.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
13 yards, first down, Packers. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Green Bay, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll...
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up